Lick number 1 is called Someday, and it's a classic intro to a blues form that we'll get into, and it's a 1-6-2-5-1 in the key of F. So let's check it out. This lick is called Someday because it's really basically what Peter Green plays on the introduction to Someday After a While, You'll Be Sorry on the classic John Mayall Blues Breakers record called Hard Road. It's his first record with John Mayall. So we're in the key of F, and a 1-6-2-5, we're taking the first chord, the sixth chord, the 2, and the 5. We're making them all dominant 7th chords. So it's F7 to D7 to G7, C7, back to the 1. Then your typical turnaround, the 1, 4 to the 5. So that would be F7 to B flat 7, F7, C7. Okay, so intro F major pentatonic. We're taking so first note we have is C to D. Right off of the F major pentatonic scale. Kind of classic box that we're going to use a lot. You're going to see this a lot. So C to D, F, G, and bending up to the A. And if you look at the note, we're bending to that A on those chords because F is spelled F-A-C, so the A is in the F chord. D7 is D, F sharp, A, C, so we're really using that A because it's in the chords. All right, so that's a little tricky. So releasing this bend, so we're bringing that A bend back down to the G, pulling off to the F, C, back to the root here. Now it's interesting, watch. I'm kind of bending the root just a hair at the end, which sometimes can be a crime. You got to be really careful of that, but where it sits in the chord progression, it sounds really nice. So think about that. So the first lick, right? You really want to make sure you get that. Now that bend with the first finger on the F, I'm bending up, and then I stop the notes with my pick hand. I stop that F. I don't want to go too far. I want to keep the bend going and stop it. If I stop the bend pitch-wise, it'll sound out of tune, but I stop it with my hand to mute it, right? And it just kind of cuts off. So that's an important part to get right. And of course, the vibrato is really important. Okay, now here we're kind of going to F minor pentatonic a little bit with this great double stop. So what goes on here is we're taking the A flat with the second finger. And I'm going to have my C on top. Now F is spelled F-A-C, so we're going to bend this A flat up to the A. But nice and slow, so you get that nice rub on the notes. Right, and you really want to drag that out. Then right down the scale. So I'm playing C, B flat, A flat, F. Now here's a little tricky. I go. So this is just a little tricky fingering wise. The F to the C, you want to roll the third finger. So I'll play it slowly. Right? That's a little tricky. Then. And here we're kind of going in and out of minor and major pentatonic, mixing the two. So we have B flat with that little hammer-on pull-off. I'm going to slide it down to A. And then up, I'm going to slide into the root. So you can phrase that any way you kind of want, but nice and relaxed. And then we go to back up top again for basically an F minor pentatonic lick. And we're going to end it with a little bit of a major sound. So we get this rake, which is a really great sound. So bar your first finger across the 13th fret. I'm going to get the C and the F. And I'm going to mute with my palm on my right hand. And I'm really just kind of targeting the F. You can get some other notes in there, but you want to get that real aggressive sound. And I go to my E flat here. Now a bend on the B flat. And then nice vibrato on that. I'm going to do a pre-bend, so. Now, back to major. I'm going to play this A flat to the A natural. I'm going to play my C. So I'm really getting back to that F major sound again. And I play that C right there. And if we talk about that for just a second, that's where we do that last 5 chord. So that's really key to get that. Right? Because you're really marking the chords there. So. Right? So really work on getting the timing right on that one. And it's a great lick. Then it follows that turnaround intro really well. You can also use it in a regular blues. You don't have to actually play it over that particular chord progression.